bought a couple of maps of Idaho and joined them together, make one big one for the wall with just sticky tape, and showing highlights of Idaho. Just want to learn the geography. I hear names of places and I never know where that is. Some points of interest are at the northern border of Idaho is Canada, and then the northwestern border is Washington. You can see Spokane there, down through Pullman and Clarkson in Washington. Note that the northern half of Idaho, from about here up, is the Pacific time zone, and then from everything south is Mountain time zone. The next state down the border is Oregon, and then Hell's Canyon rec area on the Snake River is supposed to be a tremendously beautiful area, very deep canyon, and look forward to going up there someday. Down along the border further through Ontario, Oregon, and then you come down here to the southwest corner of the state, and there you see the border of Oregon, Nevada. So everything along the southern border of Idaho is Nevada. Towns like Owyhee, and here's one just over the border in Nevada called Jackpot, kind of appropriate. And then down here is Utah, and we swing over here, and that's Interstate 84 in the lower right corner that comes up from Ogden and Salt Lake. There's the town of Tremonton, if that's pronounced right, in Utah, and then of course it crosses over the border into Utah. And then further over to the right here in the southeast corner of Idaho, the town of Montpelier, and then the border is Wyoming, all the way up the border here, the eastern border. Now you see Yellowstone Park, right up here, near this portion of Idaho. And then you swing into the state of Montana. So Montana then borders all the way up along where I'm painting the camera, up through all the way up here, Missoula, Montana. You can see Kalispell, the lakes. So there's a lot of states in the country that border Idaho. It's a big state. And then coming down from the top, Bonners Ferry is a city near the top, or a town. Sandpoint, Coeur d'Alene, Moscow, that's where the University of Idaho is. Lewiston, Idaho. Following Highway 95 all the way down through McCall, Cascade, Payette Lake near McCall, Cascade, beautiful lake. Then into the Boise area, the Treasure Valley area, Payette, Fruitland, Homedale, Caldwell, Nampa, Marsing, Melba, all the outer edge towns that are along the Snake River. Here's Boise in the Treasure Valley area, Meridian, Eagle, where we are, northwest of Boise, and Middleton, Emmett, over across the foothills into the Emmett Valley, and then the city of, or town of Mountain Home. There's also a U.S. Air Force base there. Twin Falls, they call it Twin here on the news in the local Boise area. Hayburn, then over to Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, Rexburg, St. Anthony, etc. So that road makes that curve like that because basically what it's doing is going around this giant complex of mountains, several mountain ranges and national forests. One's closest to the Boise area, or the Sawtooths, which is a really beautiful area. The town of Stanley up here is just gorgeous views. And then down through Ketchum, which is a ski town near the Sun Valley Ski Resort. Beautiful little town, very quaint, and just all kinds of neat little shops and things. So, and then the Owyhee Mountains are out here to the southeast of Boise, and they stretch off into Oregon. and down into Nevada. So that's just a quick thumbnail sketch of the state. But this way, you know, when we see things on the internet or on the news and start talking about places to go and stuff, we can get a clue on where everything is, and it's real easy to see, and it'll help orient my mind. So, and here's a view out the window where the trailer is, the driveway, the gravel portion rather, and then the shed back behind.